All right. Something else to throw out too. If you're shopping on the Veteran Exchange, Dangerous Grounds will give you 15% off. But if you put the promo code IGY6, it give you 35%, and that's IGY6. Make sure you spell it out that way. You don't have to spell out the whole "I got your six" thing, but yeah, give you a discount on some great ass products and stuff like that, y'all. So go check that shit out. All right, so here's a very small clip, but I gotta play some DC, man. He's just hopefully keeping our fingers crossed on this one. He has said that if he's in the neighborhood in October, we could get a special guest appearance from him in the Operation I Got Your Six. I mean, who wouldn't want to come have a little spot at the underground? I know the fuck I would. So, I
heard this argument out of the window the other day. One guy shouts at another guy, "You know what the real N-word is? Psst, knowledge." My act is a very New York act. I'm a Jewish comedian married to a black woman with a PhD who looks like an Indian. We live in an Italian neighborhood in Brooklyn. Everybody thinks I'm Puerto Rican, except Puerto Ricans think I'm a cop. So someone's going to get offended. A little person comes up. He's like, "I've been drinking. I'm a little fucked up." I'm like, "Where were you drinking?" He's like, "The mini bar." I'm like, "Dude, you're hilarious." And she goes, "So you know how to handle an infant?" I'm like, "Yeah, you don't punch the soft spot." I mean, I got the basics. My wife works in a mental hospital, and I thought it'd be really funny if I showed up dressed as a clown. What I'm doing is I'm telling some stories. That's what I'm going to do. It's always an Italian captain, "Welcome to the ship." Japanese tourist with a camera, this drunk Australian guy. English people think I'm a genius. Like, no matter what I say. Like, I'm going to go to the store to buy some eggs. Oh, that's brilliant. My nephew asks a lot of questions. Like, there's somebody on the block that just had one of the gender relocation surgery. He's always asking me, is that a boy or is that a girl? And I have to frame the answer so he can understand it. I'm like, that's a transformer. He traded his rocket launcher for a 2-car garage.
And that's DC Benny live at the Fat Black. That's the name of the new album, man. So y'all go out there, pick it up, laugh your motherfucking asses off, because I do. It's pretty fucking funny, and it's it's not that expensive either. So pretty badass. So we still got this gun control bullshit going on. It's hilarious that I seen the other day. For the first time, I don't think it's really going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. But now they're trying to bring the M249 into the civilian world. Not an automatic. You can't even have 3-round burst on an AR-15. That's, they say it's an assault rifle because the military uses it, but I mean, not only, if it was that much of an assault rifle, we'd go hunting with it all the time, right? Instead of buying different weapons to go do shit like that. I don't know. People like to take a tragedy instead of blaming the true cause, which is stupid fucking people. Sorry, America. We do have idiots to live in our country. I mean, not everybody has the same mind. Everybody, some people think statues are racist, and flags for that matter, and people like to seem to think that guns can just get up by themselves and start shooting people. It bogs my fucking mind. It's like, didn't you go to school? Didn't you watch like cartoons and stuff as a kid? I'm just saying. I would too, T-Man. I would too. I go hunt with it in a damn heartbeat. I mean, people that are literally trained on that fucking weapon can, they can do some fucking damage. But, that's, brings me to another comedian that we all freaking know and thinks funny as hell too. And I bring up this bit just for the simple fact about the gun bullshit. I'm just saying, this just fits so fucking well, and this guy couldn't explain it any better.
In my life, whenever I've used the word retard, never once have I thought of someone with MS or CP or Downs or autism or has got legs going out the back of their shoulders because one of their chromosomes forgot to tell a DNA strand it was going on vacation. That is just disabled. And as a matter of fact, if I ever saw someone calling someone like that retarded, they would have to deal with me physically. That's right. Every man in this room has a buddy who, after his 5th beer, will hang out a car window. Hey, cops! You want to fight, you bunch of queers? That guy's a retard.
Just like people who think guns kill people without humans behind them, or a statue is racist. Yeah.
Every woman in here has a girlfriend who at one point showed up at your house. Oh my God, we got in a fight and he pushed me. He pushed you, you're never going to see him again. I'm never going to see him again. 2 weeks later, not only is she seeing that dude again, she's moved in and agreed to marry him. Retard. Rihanna-tard. And let's define the word retard. What does it mean? It means you were born a certain way. You were born a certain level, but you didn't live up to that. You were behind where you should have been. You were retarded, right? But let's talk about this. That guy in the Olympics with the blades for legs, let me ask you something. Any of you guys make the Olympics? I see people, paraplegics, going to law school, getting these law degrees, taking down these billion-dollar companies in civil suits. I'm sorry, kids with Downs have access to a level of love that we can't even imagine. I'm sorry, that's not retarded, that's advanced. But if you have everything working perfectly, you have all your facilities about you, but you end up addicted to crystal meth and living under a bridge, you're fucking retarded. I have a friend of mine, I got a buddy of mine, got cerebral palsy, a guy named Michael Laronin, very funny comedian, man. But he's knurled up, man. He's like this. And his brain is fine, but he's like this. And let me tell you something about hanging out with disabled people. They use that shit against us. When Mike walks on stage, it takes him forever. This is how he gets on stage. See how creeped out you already are right now? He gets to the microphone, this is how he starts the show. I just want everyone to know that this happened since I got here. Don't eat the nachos. Very funny. Very smart, too. So one day we did our show, we're back east, we did shows on Saturday night. Sunday morning we go to breakfast. At breakfast he brings his buddy Tony, I got my buddy Tommy with me. Waitress comes over, asks Tony what he wants, tells her, asks me, I tell her, asks Tommy, tells her. The waitress turns to Mike, looks back at me and goes, what will he have? And I look at Mike because I know something's going to break off. And I look at him, I see Satan flash across his face. And my first thought was, you don't deserve better parking because you're an evil prick. Now, what I thought was going to happen, I thought Mike was going to get indignant. I could handle myself. Instead, Mike goes the other way, turns the level of disability up 3,000%. Goes, I would like to order boobies, yours will be fine, thank you. He goes off. The waitress goes, can you turn him off? No, maybe you can flip his switch. For the next hour and a half, Mike destroyed this woman's psyche. Man, if she put a glass of water down, bam! Oh, that was a tsunami! She must have brought us like 30 forks. I dropped another pokey thing, I'm sorry! I need another pokey thing for my chicken fingers. How many fingers do a chicken have? Now, I'm his friend. I didn't laugh once. And it was hard. End of the meal, she comes over with the check, and she's got the check, and she's just shaking. The check's vibrating in her hand. And she's probably working in a toll booth right now. And she goes, I'm so sorry. Mike goes, don't be sorry, you're my favorite waitress. I will see you tomorrow. We walk outside, and I can't take it anymore. I lose it. I hit the grass. I'm like, dude, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Mike, dead serious. That bitch deserved it. That, my friend, is a retard. So, are we clear where I stand on the word now? Good.
Christopher Titus, you know, he is a funny guy too. I have to admit. I mean, he is, and that's a good way to explain some of the retards that we have in our country. You know, it's just, you know, we have to deal with it. It's not anything we're gonna get away from. You know, just ignore it, say fuck it, and move on with your day and go to work, spend time with your family, play with your kids. You know, took my 14-year-old daughter to the court yesterday and play some ball with her, and I'm just like getting giddy as a motherfucker because that's the sport I played growing up was basketball, and to see my 14-year-old just smashing shots, I mean just smashing them, you know, and talking to me about the game, and me being able to sit there and show her little tricks of the trade and some good lessons about the game itself, just very basic lessons, but still good lessons to know. You know, her boyfriend plays a lot of basketball, so he's in those intramural leagues and stuff like that, you know, whenever the season's not actually rolling. But it's pretty badass, man. I love the fact that she's into something like that and likes to play and get out. So we're gonna kind of coach the little one a little bit, and hopefully see her in school playing and stuff like that. All right, here's a little bit of Brantley Gilbert. We'll be right back.
Throw it on down, rock this quiet little country town. Get up. It's a night as bottoms up. I see you and me riding like Bonnie and Clyde, rolling 95, burning down 129, yeah. Looking for the law while I push my luck. She's riding shotgun like it ain't no thing. Turn the radio off so the girl can sing right. Pulling to the party like y'all, what's up? Tonight is bottoms up. Throw it on down, rock this quiet little country town and get up. Drop a tailgate on your truck. Find a keg and fill your cup. Kick it on back, pretty little mama looking at you like that. Make you wanna slide on in like, well, what's up? It's tonight is bottoms up. Get 'em up. Tonight is bottoms up. Get 'em up. Damn. Girl, I gotta tip my hat. Never thought a country song make you move like that, yeah. And she's doing it in Daisy Dukes. She got you tapping on your board show. Hey dog, check this out, man. It's how them girls do it in the dirty South, yeah. She have you on her knee, can I marry you? Hey, tonight is bottoms up. Throw it on down, rock this quiet little country town. Get up. Drop a tailgate on your truck. Find a keg and fill your cup. Kick it on back, pretty little mama looking at you like that. Make you wanna slide on in like, girl, what's up? And tonight is bottoms up. Get 'em up. Tonight is bottoms up. Get 'em up. Get 'em up.
Okay, usually when you see me, I'm a pretty nice guy. Pretty girl drinking with me, claiming they'll get high. Oh, yeah, you say, shawty, bet you do tonight. You probably ran into me in your neighborhood wearing a Hustle Gang hoodie with a bag full of goodies. The up, jump, the boogie toe, shawty, she'll do it, and I bet you she'll prove me right. So pop a bottle, turn it up to the sky.
Get a toast to the good times. Oh, y'all get your drinks up high. Everybody feeling alright. Damn right. 'Cause tonight is bottoms.